going to do a presentation just walking you through the steps of the admissions processes that hopefully will provide you with lots of information. So we'll start off with our postgraduate taught dates and deadlines. So the admission cycle opens at the beginning of each October for each entry in the following September, October. So the current application deadlines are the 31st of July 2025 for our applicants who will require a student visa, the 31st of August 2025 for applicants who will not require a student visa. But we do always encourage you to please apply early if possible, as some courses may need to close to admissions just if they become oversubscribed. A few courses may also have earlier deadlines which will be advertised on the relevant academic departmental web pages, so please do check those. For the PGR admission cycle, the cycle normally opens on the 1st of October each year. Intakes for departments do vary. They are the October, January and April starts. Most programmes have no official application deadlines, and any deadlines will be clearly stated on the relevant academic departmental web pages. But applicants must consider admissions decisions and processing turnaround times, especially if the student visa is required. So again, we do encourage applicants to apply as soon as you think you're wanting to apply for something. Just get your application in as soon as you can. Our PGR applications are submitted via the applicant portal and are considered by the department with the admissions team issuing the decisions. So we do have a number of courses that follow a staged admissions process. This is the full-time MBA, an MSc Business Analytics, MSc Marketing, the MSc Scientific Computing and Data Analysis, Computer Vision and Robotics, and the MSc Conservation of Archaeological and Museum Objects. These courses have the application deadlines throughout the admission cycle with multiple rounds of applications. So it's best to check the departmental website again for the deadline dates for these programmes. So the course search and how to apply. Search our courses on our website, either using the academic department web pages, as I previously said, or there's the course search functionality at the following link. And look at the relevant entry criteria for your chosen course, just so you've got a clear understanding of what will be required. You open up the applicant portal using the following link and you can create an account. We will do a brief run through of the portal in a couple of slides time just to give you an idea of what that looks like and what functionalities are there for you. Use the course search option on the portal to locate your course that you want to apply for and select the academic year. So for courses starting in September 2025, you would need to select the 2025/26 academic year of entry, or with the 2024-2025 for any PGR courses prior to this. You need to select the mode of study, which is full-time or part-time, and then just click on apply. There'll be a number of sections for you to complete, and once all of these have been completed, you just click submit, or you can save it and go back to it later. So the entry criteria. So the academic requirement for the PGT programmes normally is an upper second class, so the 2-1, or bachelor degree or international equivalent. For the PGR, it's normally a master's degree or the international equivalent. Some courses will have degree subject and or some module requirements, and the international office is responsible for setting and providing guidance to us regarding the international equivalencies. We do have some leeway with the academic requirements. So if you feel that you may just fall short of what the requirements are, please get in touch and we may be able to provide some guidance around that, as if some applicants have extenuating circumstances or they might have some professional experience we could also take into consideration. So it may still be worth dropping us a line. So for the English language requirements, we have the direct entry and the pre-sessional entry requirements, which you can find at the link below. For the UKVI CELT may be required if we need to issue you a pre-sessional only CAS. Personal statement and research proposals are required for a PGR programme. References are only required for a very small number of PGT programmes, but are required for all PGR programmes. And some programmes have additional specific requirements, like you may need to attend an interview or you may have to have that relevant experience. But again, the departmental website should make that quite clear for you. But if you've got any queries, just get in touch. So the application fee. So the £8 application fee for all business school MSc programmes. After submitting your application, you will receive an action request on your applicant portal asking you to pay the application fee. We will not consider your application until the fee has been paid, and you can only pay for and be considered for one programme per programme suite. So the applicant portal. So there's the link to the applicant portal. And on here, you'll be able to view all the applications that you've either started or that have been submitted. You can view the application statuses. You can view any action requests and notifications that are there for you. You can raise an inquiry, which will come through to either our dedicated inquiries team or ourselves. You can view the offers that have been issued to you. You can accept the offers. You can upload any documentation, and you will be able to apply for your pre-sessional English language course if that is a requirement. And you will also be able to view and approve the CAS details if required. So I will just do a brief run through of the applicant portal now, just so it gives you an idea of what it looks like. So once you've clicked on the link and you've created your account, you will find a home screen like this. So this is my sort of dummy account. So you will notice at the bottom, I won't actually have any applications that have been fully submitted yet. So this is just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So a little bit like most apps or websites. If there are things for you to do or any notifications, you would see the little notification sign at the top. And if you click on this one, so this one would be a reminder for you've started an application, do you want to finish it? Or it could be a reminder regarding an acceptance of your offer, or if there's something that you need to do. And this little tab would be for any action requests. So if we were considering your application, but we found that there was a piece of information missing, or we wanted some further clarification on something, we can raise an action request at our end using our system, and it would show here for you. And so you click into that and you will be able to see exactly what it is that we need. And there is an option there for you to upload that required documentation. Once you've done that and submitted it, the action request will close and the documentation will come through to us, which we will pick up and then continue to process your application. So there is some useful information here that regarding some documents that you need. So please ensure that when you are applying, as a minimum, we must have a copy of your transcript of your qualification or qualifications. If you've got an English language test already, please provide the certificate to us. And also, if you do have any applying for any scholarships like a Chevening Scholarship or a Commonwealth Scholarship, please do upload that as well, because if you are made an offer, we would then be able to provide a suitable deposit extension for you until the outcome of that application. But also any other scholarships that you're applying for, please upload it and then we can take it into consideration. So if we just move down the bottom here, you see you've got some sections of my application. So all the applications that you would have submitted or that would still be in progress would be listed here. You also have a section for your application documents. So again, you'll be able to see anything that's been uploaded. If your programme requires you to attend an interview, you will receive the information here that you'll be able to click into and be able to see the details and to accept or decline the invite. And again here, if you were wanting to raise an inquiry, you can do that here just by simply click on inquiry, and this may take some time, but there you can see there's an inquiry type. So there's lots of different things that, so try and pick the thing that's most relevant to your inquiry, the year of entry, your level of study, and what application it relates to. So that's really helpful if you do have more than one application. And in there, you just pop what your inquiry is and click submit, and that will come through to us. So I'll quickly just run you through the applications. So on the side here, you can see we have a drop-down box. Now, depending on what stage your application is at, the drop-down menu will expand. So at the minute, you can see that this application hasn't yet been submitted. So I only have the options of to resume, to create an inquiry, or to cancel. But if you had been issued an offer, that menu would expand, so you would have the ability to accept your offer, defer your offer, or request the pre-sessional place if that was a condition on your offer. But for now, I'll just click on resume so I can just show you a quick run through of the application form itself. So like most standard application forms that are out there online now, you'll have a number of sections that you would need to complete. And in each section, there will be some questions that have the little red asterisks. So please make sure that all of these questions have been completed. And once they have been, when you move along, they will turn green. So then once you have all of your green ticks, once you get to the last page, you would be able to click on submit. So when you're going through each section, please just make sure that you do take care to read what's been asked and that you're making sure that you're providing all the required information that will come through to us. So then once you've clicked on submit, your application will then come through to us, and your status here would update to application received. And it would stay like that until we had started to process your application. So please do keep checking back regularly for any updates, any notifications, any action requests, just so that it'll help us keep your application moving along. Okay, we'll go back to the presentation. So as I mentioned, the application status will update depending on where you are in the process. So your status could be updated to unconditional offer, a conditional offer, and that could include academic conditions, English language conditions, including the pre-sessional, references, or any other bespoke condition. There was also an option there, sorry, I clicked a little bit too quick there. There was an option there for invite for interview, unsuccessful decision, and further information requested. So that would be if there was something we needed from you to be able to continue considering your application, your status would update, further information requested, and you would have a little action request there for you to take a look at. So pre-sessional English language. At Durham, we offer a 6, a 10 and a 20-week course. They're all offered on campus for the next 2025 intake. It must be stated as a condition on your offer letter in order for you to be able to apply. So you can't apply for this as a standalone programme. But if you hold an unconditional offer, you do still have the option of attending a pre-sessional, but you could just raise an inquiry to request a pre-sessional, and we'll take a look at that request for you and get it added onto your record. So then when you go back onto the applicant portal, it will be there for you to apply. The pre-sessional English eligibility requirements are on our website at the following link. So once you've got your offer, please do take a look. So you'll be able to have an idea of what the requirements are that you would be aiming for should you want to take a pre-sessional. And as mentioned before, you would apply for this via the applicant portal once it is as a condition on your offer, or we've added it to your record if it was an unconditional offer. Please do note that you must pass the pre-sessional in order to continue on to your master's programme, and this does also include our unconditional offer holders. So even though you may be unconditional, if you do choose to attend a pre-sessional, you must still pass in order to progress onto the main master programme. So CAS. This is the confirmation of acceptance for studies. It enables our international applicants to apply for their student visa, and in order to be able to become eligible for your CAS, you must accept your offer, pay your deposit if it's a requirement for your programme, have no outstanding offer conditions. Your documents must meet the UKVI guidelines. So, for example, things are translated to the correct requirements. And we can only issue a CAS 5 months before your programme start date. We can issue a combined CAS if English language is the only outstanding offer condition and you've been accepted onto the pre-sessional English language course. As mentioned previously, a UKVI CELT would be required if a pre-sessional only CAS would be needed. Academic Technology Approval Scheme, or ATAS. This is linked to the National Security and Anti-Terrorism legislation. It is a mandatory requirement within the immigration rules for students intending to enter or remain within the UK. Students who require ATAS will not be able to register onto their programme without this. It affects applicants planning to undertake a degree in some science, engineering or technology disciplines. If offered a place and ATAS is required, the offer letter will include a CAH3 code and an ATAS statement of purpose. You would need to apply online for an ATAS clearance certificate at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office website. But please note, we're not involved with this application process, so we would be unable to expedite any applications quickly or have any involvement in that process. So the admissions process for PGR only. In the first instance, you would need to contact the academic department of the programme that you would like to apply for and to register your interest and to discuss your research interests, and also to explore the potential supervisor availability. Visiting research students also need to apply and are considered in the same way. So application considerations. For PGT, their PG admissions team consider the applications but in close liaison with the academic departments. And for PGR, it is the academic department that considers all applications and makes the final decisions. So a brief run through of the admissions processes. So after applying, you'll receive one of the following updates. You would receive the invite for interview, you'd attend the interview, and then you'd move on to the following stages. Or you could just receive the unconditional offer or the conditional offer or an unsuccessful decision, which would then end your process. Or you could receive the action request, which would be requesting further information. And then once that has been provided, you would start the loop again, go back up to number 1 and then work your way down. So if you're in receipt of an unconditional offer, you can accept this offer in the portal. You would need to pay the required deposit. You would then be able to start arranging your college membership and accommodation once the accommodation office has issued instructions to you. The CAS process would then begin, and once you've got your CAS number, you would then be able to start applying for your student visa if that is a requirement for you. You would then complete online enrolment and registration, and then once that's done, you can arrive to start your studies. So the conditional offer process is exactly the same, apart from that little step in the middle. So you still accept your offer, pay any required deposits, arrange your college membership and accommodation, but you also need to meet the offer conditions by submitting the relevant documentation or by applying for the pre-sessional course if this is a part of your offer. We will be processing the CAS numbers for you to allow you to apply for your visa. You will complete the online enrolment and registration, and then you would arrive to join your studies in Durham. So funding. For PGR, this can vary from department to department, so please do contact your department directly to check what funding opportunities may be available. The Business School do offer scholarships automatically for their strong PGT offer holders. There are further scholarship and funding opportunities listed on our website at the following link, so please do take a look if you are interested in exploring any of these. If you do have any further queries regarding scholarships and the processes and maybe deadlines, you can contact the scholarships team at the scholarships.advice@durham.ac.uk email, and they will be happy to help. And finally, just some useful links to how to get in touch. Using the following link, you will complete an Ask Us form, and there's also some useful frequently asked questions that you can explore. There's the telephone there to get you through to the inquiries team, and there's also the web link for you to explore and take a look at the departmental web pages for your programmes of interest.